girl. Hi. What's up? My name is Ella Sidder. I do own a cat. You might have just seen her. Her name is Bluey. She is 3 years old. She is a short-haired, gray, black, stripy thing. And she's probably the love of my life. I've had her, October? Well, I got her in January, so I guess I've had her like 8 or 9 months, however long that is. She used to live in another home, and my mom saw an ad for her on Facebook, basically saying that they needed to rehome her. And so I went to meet her in December before I left for winter break, and they basically told me that she had a sister, her name is Bingo, and basically they started fighting, and so they needed somebody to take her in because they weren't compatible with each other anymore. So I met her. She didn't like me at first, but then she learned to love me, and I picked her up in January, brought her back to this here apartment that I sit in, and she's lived here ever since. I think my favorite part of having her is just having somebody in my apartment with me. When I moved into my apartment by myself for the first time, I just found myself a little lonely. I love living alone, but I really wanted to have another being in this apartment with me, and so I think just like the comfort and the knowledge of having something or someone else like in this apartment with me has been really wonderful. I think the hardest part of owning a cat for me is being in charge of another being's life. You know, if I forget that she doesn't have any water, like that's kind of a problem. If I realize that her feeder is out of food, that is a problem, which I did a couple weeks ago. So I think it's just like being in charge of another being's life. It's pretty easy. She's a really easy cat, so I haven't run into too many problems with her, but I will say like being in charge of another being is quite difficult at times.
Hi, I'm Letta Jorda Talovich. So I found out I was allergic to cats because my mom's allergic to cats, and so it was kind of inherently thought that I was going to be allergic to cats, and I was. I do take medication when I go visit friends that have cats, but it's not very often, it's just when it's needed. I would own a cat if I wasn't allergic. They're so cute, and I love cats, and just the personality of cats, and it's a bummer that I am allergic to them. It has affected my personal life because I can't go visit friends' house specifically, as well as my friend Evelyn has 2 cats and needed to leave them at home in order for me to be over at her house constantly.